Our administration is playing with absolute fire in the Middle East right now. In the last 24 hours, we have struck over 80 positions inside of Iraq and Syria. And what could be coming, I think, is extremely dangerous and a high likelihood. And I hope that I'm wrong. Please do me a favor right now. I'm going to make it abundantly clear that YouTube doesn't like me. They don't like channels like mine. I am not of the globalist liberal mindset. And if you could help me out smashing the YouTube algorithm, please hit the like button. I don't ever ask for that. I hate to ask for it, but I'm only asking for it because if my video does not get liked, this information will not get out to people that actually need to hear it, the people that care about the American soldier. I care about the American soldier and service member, and I think that our guys are in harm's way right now, and we have no freaking plan. So here's what's happened. We lost 3 service members in the Jordan-Syria border region about 5 or 6 days ago. So here's what happened. We have a base on the ground there for what reason we really don't know, right? And as one of our drones was coming to land inside of our space there, the enemy fired a suicide drone to follow ours in, which would outsmart our air defense systems. It's basically like if you are driving into your garage and you hit your garage door opener so you can pull your car in. Well, the bad guys that want to steal everything in your house, they got their car in right as you were closing your garage door behind you. That's what happened to our troops. And we lost 3 service members from the Georgia National Guard or Georgia Army Reserve unit. Now, I want to ask a question just for us to ponder for a minute. What in the world is a Army Reserve unit from Georgia doing in a hot zone like Syria? I have zero clue why we would send people like that. Out of the 3 service members that were killed, 2 were females. I don't know why we have female boots on the ground inside these hotbed combat zones where there's nothing but Hezbollah swarming the area. I could be more understanding if, we lost someone from the 101st Airborne if they were on the ground, okay, or the 82nd. It would be more understandable for me if the people that are getting killed are highly trained combat forces that are designed to be in a hot zone and combat whatever threat exists there. But no, instead, we lose 3 people, 2 of which are women, and you can tell by looking at them that they're not cut out for combat. And that's not to say anything disparaging against them personally. I mourn their loss. Their families are crying today because their loved one is dead and not coming home. It's a darn freaking shame that we're so stupid in this country that we put people in those kinds of positions where we have absolutely no plan for their survival. So what we've done now in retaliation for that is for several days, for 3, 4, 5 days, we let everybody know in the Middle East. We let Iran know. We let Hezbollah know. We let the Houthis know down in Yemen. Guess what? We're going to hit back against you, and we're going to hit all these hard targets that are... It's going to be designed to retaliate against you, and it's a show of force and a sign of deterrence for you to not ever do that again. And we gave these guys this long window of opportunity to evacuate their precious storehouses of all these munitions that they've kept and evacuate their high-level men and personnel from these positions so that they won't get caught up in the devastation that we're going to bring. And so now we've launched, 80, 100, 125 airstrikes on these places. We flew in B-1 Lancers from the United States all the way over to the Middle East, and we let them know that they were coming. Our B-1s were in the air, and it was all over social media that they were en route to the Middle East before they even struck. So what do you think the enemy is going to do with that kind of information? We're obviously not going to kill anybody that important, right? We're not going to kill anybody that deadly. We get less and less deadly when we lose the opportunity to surprise the enemy. I mean, everything that we've done is completely against the art of war. It's a darn freaking shame. So what I'm concerned about at this point, what I think really needs to be said and thought about by our leaders in Washington, D.C., by CENTCOM, by the Commandant of the Marine Corps, by the the top of the army is this. We have 900 troops inside Syria. Why? I don't know. We have 2,500 troops inside of Iraq. Why? I have no freaking idea. What could happen to our service members on the ground inside Syria and Iraq if we're striking against Hezbollah, if we're striking against the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps, and we're killing them, and we're hitting their munitions, and they see how weak and stupid and feckless our politicians and our highest in our military are, that they go, whatever we do, what they do back to us will not be that bad. What do you think the possibilities are? I fear a day when we wake up and we see October 7th, what happened down near the Gaza Strip in Israel, happened to our troops. I fear the day when we wake up, we turn on the news, and we go, Hezbollah completely surrounded a base inside of Syria, and we are currently missing 900 American soldiers. We don't know where they are. They were dragged off somewhere. They're probably in Iran right now. And if you think that that can't happen, then you underestimate the stupidity, fecklessness, and cowardice of the American politician. All the way to the top, obviously. So that's what I'm concerned about happening. We obviously have no freaking plan for what our guys are doing on the ground over there. Unless our plan is to actually let that happen so that we can fully operate inside of a World War III environment and go balls to the wall with everything that we do. And then, our politicians can print all the money that they want, and it'll be a great excuse because then we have a wartime president going into an election, and Joe Biden can go kick all this butt, right? Pray for our service members. Pray for our leaders that they may be removed from office, democratically, of course. And gosh, I'm not optimistic about the future for our troops right now.